What is the worst trend that you've seen in gaming in recent years? There's a lot of them, no doubt, but in the last 24 hours, I saw something so egregious, so heinous, I stopped editing my Red Dead Online video just to make this one today. Downloadable content, or DLC, has degraded in quality so much over recent years, it gives the MCU a run for its money. It really doesn't take a crystal ball to be able to look back and see that not that long ago, DLC usually meant we got content. Maybe we got story content, maybe we got new maps, it was some kind of addition that gave a new experience. It was a little controversial in some cases, sure, but it was always understood that DLC content was more expensive because it took more effort to produce. And DLC like cosmetics were cheaper because they took less effort to produce and there was less value there. Take Arkham City for example, $12 for 2 content packs or $5 for 6 skins. Content more valuable, cosmetics less valuable. Math. And what absolutely vile trend has crept its way into the industry since then? Well, let me give you an example that is as recent as yesterday. Several months ago, the campaign and art team at 343 Industries were laid off, making it pretty clear that no campaign DLC for Halo Infinite was on the way. At a recent HCS tournament, a fan who mentioned wanting some campaign DLC got the microphone snatched away from him like he was Tommy Wiseau at the Golden Globes.
My name is Evan Yang, and I really like that new map. I'm really excited for Season 5. I really like the customization, but I'm still praying for campaign DLC. That's what I'm looking for. Hopefully one day.
Yeah, I'm going to cut you off right there, Evan. Thanks.
Then, about 2 weeks ago from time of recording, 343 announced that Season 5 would be the final season of Halo Infinite. They weren't dropping seasonal content anymore. Instead, they're going to dial it back and release smaller updates while they supposedly get to work on the next Halo game. But never fear, Spartan's Content Update 29 is on the way, and it's going to be great. Sure, we're going to scale back on content that alters the game in any way, but... Have you seen the store? $38 for a cosmetic bundle. Buy, buy, buy. You don't want to be a chump that's still wearing the $20 CE armor or the $30 flood bundle, do you? No, you want to look good while this game spends the next year or two fizzling into the abyss. To summarize the trend that I'm talking about, the ratio of prices of DLC content and DLC cosmetics has flip-flopped. It has flipped so much, studios are more likely to drop cosmetics that are as expensive as a full-blown game than to make any new paid content at all. And it's not just Halo. Pretty much every live service game nowadays, whether it's free or fully priced, are spitting out battle passes, skins, and other cosmetics like sunflower seeds at a rodeo. There are still some games that offer some good paid content, Remedy games comes to mind. Their DLCs usually cost about $15 each, and they give new gameplay and narrative stuff, but that is an anomaly in today's gaming space. Well, thank God not every studio sees Call of Duty charging $20 for a duck outfit and says, hey, that looks terrible. I want to be terrible too. But the real point to drive home is not that just cosmetics are expensive. It's that there's a direct correlation between cosmetics being more expensive and less games releasing meaningful DLC content. But this isn't the fault of the studios. Would you like to hear whose fault it is? It might hurt someone out there's feelings, are you sure? Alright, here's whose fault it is that DLC sucks now.
It's you!
It's us, it's the players, for allowing this to go on for as long as we have. Studios would only have the audacity to give us broken launches and bare-bones live service, but higher cosmetic prices if people out there are still buying this kind of garbage. Why would a studio invest months or even a year into developing some kind of meaningful extra content for, $30, when they could just have some aspiring intern spend a couple days making a cosmetic they're gonna sell for $40? We don't get to complain about Halo Infinite not releasing campaign DLC, while at the same time shelling out $38 for a dress-up Barbie option. It is simple cause and effect. If tomorrow a baker found out that he could sell a whole cake for $30 or each individual chocolate chip for $30, what do you think he'd start dishing out? And in between mouthfuls of that baker's subpar cocoa crust, someone asks,
"Hey, when are you gonna take the time to come out with your next cake?"
Never. The answer is never. Why would he bother? Not until people stopped buying the chocolate chips and demanded a cake would he even consider putting effort into his products again. When Fortnite first rolled out, the big pitch for buying some of its cosmetics was, hey, the game's free, $10 for a battle pass doesn't hurt. But now we're seeing games that already have a $70 price tag using the same systems. Looking at you, Diablo 4. Again, this kind of greed wouldn't exist in games if it weren't working. AAA gaming's gone full onceler. It's gotten a taste for our trees and it ain't stopping till there's nothing left. Why are you coming off as so combative, Kingerd? Nobody actually wants to support greedy game studios. Let me show you something. I do not condone harassment, I am only commenting on opinions posted on a public forum. Earlier today, I posted a mini tirade in my community post about Halo Infinite's new store items. Feel free to stop and read it for context, but basically I said, this is on the players for buying 343's previous expensive slop, which encourages the studio to keep upping their prices and ignore meaningful updates. And here is what some clown, some bot, some NPC of a commenter had to say about that.
Oh, thank God. I was worried a white guy on the internet wasn't going to tell me what to do today.
They got that Dark Presence Saga Anderson energy. Now, normally I don't blow an angry load over just one comment. Unless they outright lie about what I said in a video to deter people from watching it. But this one perfectly encapsulates the sheer ignorance of so many gamers out there. Getting defensive when someone dares suggest they are the problem, and in the case of this particular sheep with a keyboard, focusing on the race of the person spitting the facts rather than the facts themselves. I swear, some people could be told, hey, don't walk into that lava pit, you'll burn. And out of spite, they'd dive in head first because they'd feel in control when they melted. Players are both the problem and the solution. And I know people get tired of hearing vote with your wallets, but getting tired of hearing something doesn't negate its accuracy. If we don't like low-effort, cash-grab DLC getting pumped out, don't give them our money and they'll stop. When a studio does something to deserve praise, whether it's AAA, indie, or anything in between, let's celebrate and enjoy it together. To avoid further offending anyone, I could say,
like what you like, don't listen to me.
But this isn't about liking what you like, this is an objective observation. Studios are losing the incentive to make good DLC because they're still getting rewarded for the boomer projectile vomit they're dishing out instead. Studios like 343, Activision Blizzard, and EA should be ashamed of themselves for trying to pass off changing some polygons as content, but at the same time, we as players have to recognize that buying this crap makes AAA gaming worse for everybody. Halo stopped caring about good content because players buy skins. COD stopped caring about good content because players buy skins. And EA stopped caring about content because players still buy their loot box player packs. This is why the my money, my choice argument is nothing more than self-glazing.
For doing absolutely nothing longer than anyone else, this trophy's for you!
It's not just about you. You're making gaming worse for everyone. So yeah, that's why DLC sucks now. Anyway, I felt like getting that out today. Whenever I'm done with the Red Dead Online video, I'll put it right here. Until then, consider subscribing if you want to keep up and see when it drops. As always, thanks for watching. Kingerd out.